Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to another edition of Hump Day Wednesday. I am Nik-J, and today I've been gone for a week or so. So today I have to play catch up as far as the NBA and the NFL are concerned. So I think my last episode was going into Super Bowl, so I haven't discussed everything that happened at the Super Bowl and who won the Super Bowl and what happened leading up to the Super Bowl. So, first of all, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. I have a lot of family in Kansas City, so I know they are stoked, extremely happy about it. So, congratulations to the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, all the guys in Kansas City. Great, phenomenal job. Wonderful game. Okay, wonderful game overall. However, no huge championship game unless it's a blowout is without controversy. So there was a tad bit of controversy in this championship game. Now, typically I try to watch championship games at home because I ask a fool and I don't want to be in no bar. I want to hear everything that's going on and I don't want to miss anything. But I was at an intimate setting with friends, and so we were able to see the game and the halftime. Shout out Rihanna, girl. Congratulations, girl. Anyway, so game was going great. Eagles came in, put the smack down. They were for real. Okay, this was not going to be a runaway um, game. And actually, if I'm being honest, that first half felt like the Eagles should have been up more than they were because that's how much better they were playing Kansas City in that first game, in the first half. Let me say that. The biggest mistake of the entire game, and it actually happened in the first half of the game, was my guy Jalen Hurts just losing the football. It just came out of his hand. He didn't do anything extra that would have caused it. He didn't hit it on somebody. He didn't hit it on his leg. It just slipped out of his hand. And in doing so, the Kansas City Chiefs were able to scoop it up and run it in and get 6 points. Otherwise, the Eagles were kind of really putting the smack down on the Chiefs. That was a huge turning point in the game because it kept them in it. Okay, it kept them in it. They still went in, I want to say, with a touchdown lead. The Eagles did. I'm not sure now. It's been a little while, so my memory may not be serving me correctly. However, they were in firm control of that game. But halftime came, some adjustments were made. The defense of Philadelphia did not hold up the way they had been holding up all season, and they were not able to get to a hobbled, bad ankled Patrick Mahomes. And so, if you can't get to him, and I want to say Patrick Mahomes played a little possum as well with that ankle. He had folks really thinking that ankle was hurt. He re-injured the ankle. Then he took off running like wasn't nothing wrong with that ankle later on in the game. I saw that, Patrick. Okay. However, kudos to them. Okay, they gathered themselves at halftime, came out, do what champions do, and they had a small smidget, little bit of help from the referees. Okay, so I am in the class of people who felt like the whistle should have been swallowed. Okay, at that point in that game, in that moment, that call I feel like should not have been made. It should have been overlooked. Um, it just shouldn't have been made. Okay, they have been letting the game play out this entire game. And so for them to blow the whistle, and I know the gentleman who did the holding admitted to it. He grabbed the jersey. We all saw it. Either way, it was not going to play well because Kansas City fans would have said, "Oh my God, I can't believe they didn't call that." And then the Eagles fans, like, and I'm not an Eagle fan, but and that's what I'm saying. I didn't have a dog in this fight. So in saying that, I felt like they should have not called that. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I wish Jalen Hurts would have had just a smidget bit more of time to see what he could possibly have done with like a minute and a half left. But again, kudos to the Kansas City Chiefs and their coaching staff. They ran that thing down to the lowest common denominator. I mean, it was perfect the way they ran that last series. So Congratulations to the Chiefs. But chin up, Jalen Hurts. And I'm not an Eagles fan. I need y'all to understand that. I am a fan of Jalen Hurts. Chin up. He played an excellent game. When it's time for him to come up, they better pay that man his money because he has earned it. Okay. If we could get somebody in Dallas like that. Okay, I digress. I'm not going to go there. Now, interesting thing about that was normally the NFL championship game, Super Bowl, it's being talked about all the previous week before the actual game happens. But because the NBA deadline was also going on that week prior to the Super Bowl, they actually snatched a lot of the, you know, headlines from the NFL Super Bowl because there was some major movement in the NBA, okay? So Luka Doncic and the rest of the Dallas Mavericks and Jason Kidd and myself, Dallas's fans are very, very excited because Kyrie Irving is now a Dallas Maverick, okay? So now he and Luca have to figure out how to play with each other. All right. So they had a game. They've had like a couple of games, but it's been All-Star break, so they haven't had a chance to like really get acclimated to each other. But I think they're gonna be fine. I think a lot of people are assuming that they won't be able to play well together because both of them need the ball in their hands and blah blah blah. I don't think so. I think those two are smart enough to know at this point that they can both utilize each other. Now, that who's going to take the last shot, they may want to discuss that, but to me, that's simple. Whoever's hot, take the last shot. That is, I mean, we don't have to. This is not rocket science, okay? Whoever is hot, y'all, you take the last shot. If both of y'all hot, whoever got it in their hands. We're not going to play hot potato with the basketball though. This is what we're not going to do no more, okay? And so the other big name ticket from the Brooklyn Nets also was moved. He requested a trade as well. And so now the Phoenix Suns, Booker, Chris Paul, they have added Kevin Durant to their team. Just when I was excited about Dallas, then here come the Phoenix Suns with this trilogy. Lord have mercy, this trio. Ooh, KD is a game changer. Okay, we all know that. And I can't say I'm really upset about it because deep down inside, I do kind of want Chris Paul to get a ring. I do. I think Chris Paul needs a ring to solidify, not even solidify, but just to round out his NBA career. I think a championship for Chris Paul would be nice. Okay, nothing is guaranteed, but I think that will be nice for him. Also, I like Devin Booker, so we'll see what happens. You never know what happens. People are injured all the time. KD's coming off an injury. Hopefully, he's healthy, but you just never know. Chris Paul always gets injured in playoffs. Devin Booker stay hurt, so you just really don't know. And really, that's what championships and playoffs are mostly about, more than the team. It's managing injuries and stuff like that. So, um, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then there was one more major trade. One more major trade. Not major, but it was a trade that was made. The Lakers, they had some movement, but they didn't get no world beaters. They got D'Angelo Russell. He came back. Hopefully he can keep his mouth shut this time and whatnot. They got a couple of few pieces, but they lost some key pieces as well. So they lost Patrick Beverly, who, um, Pat get on my nerves sometimes, but I like him. He's been all over the world. He's been in at almost every team in the NBA. Whatever the case may be, he hustles hard, so I appreciate that. But another person that the Lakers traded away, which I'm glad they traded him away because I didn't like how they was treating him in Los Angeles. I just really don't like how the media does Russell Westbrook. But he's not gone from LA altogether. He's just gone from the Lakers. So he was sent, I think, to Utah, and then he was bought out of his contract, and now he has signed with the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, wouldn't it be interesting If Russell Westbrook, who also does not have a ring, I would love for him to get one. If he went and teamed up with Kawhi Leonard and PG-13 and got him a ring, I would be really happy for Russ. I would be so happy for Russ. I'm really happy Russ didn't have to move his family in the middle of the year and do all of that stuff that comes along with being traded to a different city. So he got to stay in Los Angeles. He played ball at UCLA, so he's comfortable in LA. I'm happy about that. So we shall see how the next part of this NBA season rounds out. They're coming up off of the All Star Weekend was this past weekend. Shout out to Mac McClung. That's his name. Dub B Pilgrim Matt McClung has won the 2023 NBA All Star Slam Dunk Contest. And can I just tell you, I was so pleasantly surprised. First of all, there were only four contestants. All Star, NBA All Star, they're gonna have to revamp some stuff because I ain't really interested like that, like I used to be. And the dunk contest was the premier event of the weekend, and now it's just like not. Okay, so they only had four contestants. Kenya Martin's son was one of them. I don't even know the other two. The only reason why I know Matt McClung is because he won. He was the only pilgrim that was a part of the festivities in the slam dunk contest. And baby, he came and showed up and showed out. Mr. McClung was on. He came in from the G League. I want to say a few days prior to even entering into the contest. He was a G leaguer. Then he gets signed, I believe, on a 10-day contract to Philadelphia. And then he comes and wins the All Star game, baby. When I tell you he took advantage of his opportunity, let that be a lesson. Stay ready. Okay. Don't have to get ready. Stay ready so that when you are called, when your opportunity presents itself, you are prepared. That young man was prepared. Now it does help in the dunk contest that he's a little bit on the shorter side. It just makes it gives more oomph to your dunks when you're smaller and you can get up. A la, Spud Wheel. Something, it just anybody over 6'5" and above when you dunking, it's like, unless you special, like Vince Carter and Kobe Bryant and, folks like that. But it really does help when you're like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", and you can dunk and you have hops. It just is an optical illusion to people's eyes, and it just helps with the presentation. And so, shout out to Mac McClung. I was so very entertained. It was a really good content. He looks so unassuming, but baby, he has hops. Okay, so you guys enjoy the rest of your week. We'll talk Friday, of course, and again on Sunday. But make sure you enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe and be kind. And we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your hump day, Wednesday. Bye, y'all.